What is up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. So this video is gonna be mainly me painting, and I'm not gonna lie, like the most of the videos that I've been posting like recently, they are kind of from like September, October of last year. So like some of these pieces have completely changed. Like I've either scrapped them and covered them up, or some of them I'm like actually done with now. And I've been done with for a second, but I just was so busy, like I really did not have time to like edit the videos like I wanted to. So recently on one of my videos, somebody commented, I believe their ad name is like King Gador, if I'm saying that right. But they asked about like how do I do my technique and like how do I build my paintings. And I'm gonna be honest, like I feel like where I am in my art, like technique is something that's like been a build of like what I've done since I was a child, but like it actually has to do also with like abstract painting. So after I graduated college, like I will say like December 2020, like January of like 2021, I was creating art because like that was the first time in years that I really just had time to like make art that wasn't for an assignment. And I worked with oil pastels for a while. Like I was watching a lot of Black Bean CMS videos, absolutely love him, and that inspired me to try doing like oil pastel portraits. And then later on, like within that same time frame, I started kind of like working with abstract paintings, like just creating like whatever background, like random backgrounds, and then like layering paint. And then like the thing is, like when I first started doing it, like there was like barely any paint, like, you know, strokes on there, like compared to what I do now. But I feel like that's kind of where my painting like technique and style has really come from, like me taking things that I was doing with oil pastel or colored pencil and kind of translating them with how I like create abstract paintings. And I don't even remember what the back of this painting is for. Like I have been working on so many different art pieces. I've like changed the like actual art like concept so much, and I feel like that's also because something that I feel like a lot of people should do is actually like sketch your ideas. I feel like it does help you be like more confident when you're working with these pieces. But sometimes I just be going for it and I just have an idea and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna try some shit, and sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. So usually I just start by doing my background when I like create paintings. So that's why you see me painting this black, because that would be the background or like the base of the painting. And I did use a lot of paint. You can use gesso to like kind of like smooth out like the texture of the canvas, so you can use a little bit less paint when you're doing the base and stuff. But I just like have not bought any in forever, but I probably do need to start buying some so I can actually do that with my paintings. But yeah, I'm just trying to make sure that the background is solid. Usually like I do painting excuse me, usually I do like paintings in like increments, if that makes sense, like because I have so much shit going on, and sometimes it's just like I don't have time to like always work on my art outside of like work and stuff. But I'll usually do the background and then I'll start adding like key pieces, like things that I know for a fact that I want. So like when I did my painting that like was the house and the tree and stuff, I did start off with doing that background. I had no idea what I was going to use that canvas for. Like I literally just like tried some shit with like some spray paint, and then like it was raining, so I kind of just like let the spray paint like run like based on like how it hit the canvas and stuff. But then I was like, okay, I want to do a nature background, so I had started with a tree. So this is the painting I'm talking about now, but I had started with the tree and the water, like, and then well actually I sketched out like kind of where I wanted stuff to be. So it was a tree, the house, the water, and then I was like, I need to add something by the water, like, and I did the cattails. And when it comes to my paintings now, I feel like I kind of understand like what I'm doing, like what's my thought process, because I do not be planning these out. Like this painting was not planned at all. But basically I just started adding shit to make it look a little bit fuller. So I added the cattails, so it's like, you know, kind of like the foreground, and then the tree area is like the background, and then oh no, the tree is like the midground, and then the house is the background. So like 3 different like spaces, if that makes sense. So 3 different like areas of depth. And I'm right now, this is like kind of like a I guess, abstract painting technique. Like I love like textures, so you see me adding like different color greens basically to kind of build like what the grass is, but like also create that texture within it. So I feel like that's just something I've been like loving incorporating into my paintings and stuff. So you will see me in some later on videos that should hopefully be coming up within the next month or so. You will see that I just like add random details, and like at the end of this painting, like when it's completely done, I painted that house a different color like multiple times until I felt like it was the right color. And then I didn't really like the tone, like the undertones of that tree, so I ended up actually going over that too. I added apples to that tree. Like the house has windows and a door, like there's flowers around it, there are pigs in the background, we've got the sun, we got a crane, some dirt, like lily pads and stuff, like it's a squirrel. Well, it's so much stuff in this painting. But basically what I do is like whenever I work on stuff, I'm just adding like different elements. Like I think about what I feel like would make sense in that painting. So sometimes when it comes to like these paintings like this, like you'll see me use a lot of different or a lot of the same things. So like I do trees all the time. I'm always doing some houses or like some watering stuff, but I just incorporate different things. And I feel like that's just really important. Like just think about the foreground. That's like what is up front closest to the viewer. The middle ground, so that's like in between the foreground and the background, and the background will be like the furthest away, so things will look a little bit smaller because it's technically further away from the viewer. So like whenever I do the foreground, I'm trying to make the elements as big as possible. That way it's taking up space, and everything else that you see is just me kind of doing like filler. So yeah, if that makes sense. I hope it makes sense. But when I paint, I basically am just using acrylic paint. It's like the Michaels brand one. Like I've used different ones. This is just like the cheapest one because I can't ball out on art supplies all the time now. So I like just use that, but I like the quality of it, and I'm just using like the Artist Loft. That's like Michael's like little brand. I'm using their paintbrushes, and yeah, like I get the canvases when they be having sales and stuff because that's like the best like bang for your buck. And they always have like a lowest prices in the season sale, like every like 4 months or whatever. So those are the days when you need to be buying art supplies. Like, I'm so serious because they have like the canvases, like buy 2 get 3 free, or it's something crazy like that. Then like the color pencils and the markers and stuff like that, they be on sale. It's like if you like for real be doing art, those are the best time to like stock up and stuff. And then if anybody's a teacher, you can also like, you know, get, I think it's like 10 or 15% off like every single purchase. So please check into that. You have to do it online though, so make sure like you actually have like the stuff they need. So it's either your teacher's ID or it's like the school email, and it does something, and then like usually it adds it to your account, like your Michael's reward account, within like the next maybe like day or so. But yeah, that's how you save money. And they usually have coupons like on their website and stuff. But back to the painting, I say when it comes to your technique, if you are trying to find your style, I say don't necessarily like be like, okay, I need to create this certain style. Like just try shit. But I love y'all so much.